Yeah, people. Top of the morning, afternoon, wherever you are in this world, you know. We have people watching the channel from different parts of the world. So we give thanks for that. And as I always say, we appreciate you over here. So let's talk about Paul Hall. He seemed to be enthused. I like what I'm hearing when Paul Hall speaks. He seems to be the one who, because possible, well, I'm not saying because he's a pro licensed coach, but he seems to use the footballing terminologies quite a lot in his conversations. The pressing, counter press, moments of the game, and all of these things. He seems to speak the football language when he speaks, and that goes to show this man eat, sleep football. Yeah. So when I hear him speak, I hear him talk about these footballing terminologies. Yeah, and it's always good to know that once you're in a particular discussion and you're an expert in the area, you tend to use the terms that persons who are au fait with the area, they'll definitely understand what you're saying, right? So I have to definitely lift my hats off to Paul Hall where that is concerned. The man that utilizes the football language. Yes, and that's quite obvious to me. I don't know how many of you picked that up as well, but that's something that I gathered when I listen to him speak. Yeah. So if you know the language, then you definitely know that's how he speak. Very, very good speaker as well. I think he another thing that I like about what he made mention when he did that an interview was that he spoke about a learning environment, and that's critical. So it's an environment where the players intend to learn. It's an era where environment where the players are learning. You know what I mean? And possibly he's actually learning from them and learning about them. So these are critical things, and I really, really like what I'm hearing, people. No doubt about it. Yeah? Alright, so let us talk about the squad. The squad for the 3 critical World Cup qualifiers game in this series will be named shortly. However, the coach has his pool apparently, but he has not finalized the squad to date. Yeah, he has not finalized the squad, and I believe that is as a result of him wanting to see some more of these players. Hence the reason for this friendly, you know. He will be keen taking note on the squad of players that are in Peru. So he made mention of trying to get acquainted with the new players, you know, and obviously he knows some of them that are there already. So he's just trying to do what he has to do to ensure that, you know, things work out the way that it ought to be worked out. But in his estimation, he wants to possibly give everybody a fair opportunity or chance, if you ask. Some people say probably this is not no balloon thing, so no chance. So opportunity, right? So definitely I am seeing and hearing some things from Paul Hall that, if you ask me, I am impressed so far. It's just for the players now to execute, because in that same learning environment, if learning is not taking place, then something is amiss. Yeah? And from how Paul is speaking, definitely he's trying to cultivate some stuff. He's trying to get the players even mindset, and possible who are listening, the other stakeholders, get them to recognize and understand that he knows what he's doing. He is about development. He's about getting the ballers at a particular level, and he has a strategy on how he's gonna do that. He has a plan, you'd call it a blueprint, so that when he hits the foundation and get things solid, he will, get the building up and running. So I really like what I'm seeing, people. So the squad has not been finalized, and certainly Paul Hall wants to see some of these players, especially the newbies, right? So definitely it's one of those things that I'm gonna be watching keenly. Yep, I've been watching. I'll be watching. It's match day. It's match day, people. Yes, man, match day. Match will be at 8 p.m. So we'll be doing a watch along later on, of course, starting around about 7 p.m. Get the early analysis even from some of you people, and see how best this team can go about, doing what they should be doing to impress the coach. I've said in previous videos, in terms of the preview, that these young players, they seem hungry, they want to adapt. So I definitely believe that we'll see some youngsters that are going to be running. They'll be pressing. One other thing that Paul Hall made mention of, people, is the fact that he definitely wants to see these players, how they retain the football in terms of possession. That is something he wants to see. And he make known though that even with being in the learning environment and all that he has been doing to get them, ready and prepped up for the game, the different situation from training and that aspect of preparation is totally different from when they have to go into a match situation. So the pressure that is in training is different from the pressure from an opponent from another country. Yeah? So that is the case with Paul Hall. He says, basically he's saying he's hoping that these players will, transfer learning. You could also say transfer knowledge. And mentally they will be ready to take on the opponent, because you can learn all the thing on the training ground, do what you need to do, but in a competitive state, the mental capacity of the players are different, So basically that's what he's hoping to see, he's eager to see. And like he said, that's one of the reasons why he has not, finalized the squad. So the team has not been finalized yet, people. Waiting to see what will transpire from this game, and then he will make the necessary. Will we have one or two of those youngsters from this game? Let us see what will transpire. Alright people, thanks very much for tuning in. Appreciate you taking 10 minutes out of your schedule just to, listen what we have to say. We appreciate it. Continue to stay safe. See you later on the watch along. Hoping for an exciting game. Yeah. And I hope we can, get a good result. Even though for me the result doesn't really matter at this junction. Yeah. It's just to see what the players can do, how best they adapt to this Paul new regime. Yeah. So big up yourself, people. Until a little more. Match day. Peace out.